You all know what this means. That means we have a sampling series video here coming up right now. We have two fragrance brands to talk about. We have Montale, Paris, and we also have Mancera in here. Some of these are like deep tracks, meaning not really talked about, whereas some of these are better known. One of these is very popular, by the way, when I did some research on it. So I'm going to talk about that, and most importantly, I'm going to share my thoughts, whether they are worth the hype or not. So let's get on into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The Maria here. Yes, we're doing a sampling series video. As always, I got my samples from Twisted Lily. You all know that is my source for my niche samples, as well as full-size bottles too, but especially my samples. I do have a code with Twisted Lily. Y'all know that. I have it displayed up here, as well as in the description box below as well, so you can check it out at your own leisure. But as always, lipstick of the day today, everyone. I'm feeling, again, icy. I'm just loving icy princess makeup, y'all. I'm here for it. This is from MAC, and this is the new pink peppermint lipstick. It came out recently with their new reformulated satin lipsticks. Okay, I am such a MAC girl. The new lipstick shades have just really had me in a hold right now, and I just keep buying them. I love them. But let me know what you think, as well as the full beauty details of everything on my face will be in the description box below, so you don't have to ask questions about it. It'll be linked and or tagged, so yeah, you can check it out. Next up, we have fragrance of the day. I had to go and pick up my fragrance of the day. He was on the other side of the room. But fragrance of the day, you all, is from Mason Francis Kurkdjian, and this is MFK's Oud Satin Mood, you all, the EDP version. This scent right here, I am loving because it's been cold, you all. We had a lot of rain. It was 20 degrees, like multiple days last week. So I'm like, okay. Oh, it's Oud Satin Mood season. I love it because it's December. Full dedicated review is already up on this fragrance on the channel, so definitely check that out if you want to at your own leisure. But yeah, I am enjoying MFK's Oud Satin Mood as my fragrance of the day. Let's go ahead and start out with the most popular one out of the bunch. And I have a sample, you all, of Mancera's Holidays. Yes, Holidays. This is one of those samples, one of those fragrances that tends to come up around the summertime vacation vibes, those type of videos. That's when everybody talks about holidays. And to be fair, I gotta admit, it's interesting enough. That's how you know this is a European brand. Mancera is based in France. Mancera Paris is the full name, because Europeans say holiday is their summer vacation. As an American, right now it's December. This is the holiday season for us. When we say holidays, we mean Thanksgiving, we mean Christmas, we mean New Year's, we mean a whole bunch of other things that also happen in the midst of this time of year. So that's why I say that's always funny to me. But the reason, again, is holidays is because it's a European based meaning of holidays. So there's that. So let's talk about the notes, y'all. With holidays, we have top notes of sparkling bergamot, coconut, and then in the heart, you all, we have tiara flower, ylang ylang, and steams marine. And then in the base, you all, we have sandalwood, vanilla pods, and white musk. So one thing about these fragrances, by the way, I have worn all these on skin as well as tested them on paper. I always like to give that disclaimer. So yes, don't need anybody telling me to do that. Interesting enough, that always happens in videos. I'm like, oh, you must be new here. But anywho, so you all, with holidays, let's talk about it. So 100% this is a tiara flower fragrance and a solar notes fragrance. So this is truly a summer scent. I mean, how they have it written up and how they show it and everything, what the notes are is what you actually get. This is a beachy summertime scent to me. Vacation time, tropical. This is pretty. This is pretty. And I gotta say, to be a Mancera fragrance, it wasn't overly loud and super screechy for me. I'm happy about this. So this is a nice blended scent. And again, I get vacation vibes. However, the only thing about this scent and this type of DNA is that it is very common. And for me, it's one of those things of, if you own the fragrance, say Beach Walk from Replica, Maison Margiela fragrances, if you own this fragrance, or even say my latest addition in the summery line, Kilian Sun-Kissed Goddess, because this is also a tiara flower based scent, tiara flower coconut. If you already have one of these fragrances, you don't need the other, for sure. Like, you just don't. Or if it's a DNA you just love, go right ahead and get it. But for me, like I said, I already have Kilian Sun-Kissed Goddess and I have Beach Walk, so I don't need holidays. It's not special enough for me. It falls right in line with these fragrances. So therefore, holidays from Mancera is a no for me. The next fragrance we have also from Mancera Paris is Melody of the Sun. Now this one, I remember it came out, I want to say like a year ago. It's a more recent release, I'll say that. But when it dropped, people were excited about it because the name of it, the imagery of it, Melody of the Sun, it was like, ooh, this gonna be nice. And more so, we were thinking a summery fragrance too, right? So let's get into the notes, y'all. We have notes of Calabrian lemon, we have grapefruit, we have pear blackcurrant, we have lavender and cardamom in here. Then in the heart, y'all, we have green tea, jasmine, osmanthus, and then we also have cedarwood and sunflower. Then in the base, y'all, we have precious amber, mate, and we have powdery musk in this scent. I was the most excited to try this one because I was like, ooh, I finally get to check this one out. This is a scent, y'all. Interesting enough, I was expecting more of a solar fragrance because again, the name of the fragrance has sun in it. So if I'd have got solar notes out of this scent, I wouldn't have been upset at all because that's what you're supposed to get. But this one, interesting enough, I get the grapefruit and the lemon out of this most pronounced. And this fragrance goes more sweet candy for me. This is like a fun and happy scent. It's definitely like summer break in my opinion. On the more youthful, playful side, it's a daytime fragrance for me. However, I gotta say this though. The grapefruit note in here makes this fragrance lean a little bit too close to another fragrance by its sister brand, and that is Montale. It reminds me of Bubble Forever for me. So it's kind of one of those things of if you have one, you don't need the other. Now, granted, Melody of the Sun to me is more subtle than Bubble Forever is. This one is an easy reach. Like this one you could actually wear to work in the summertime if you still want to have like a playful mood while going into the office, even though you're like, I'm not on summer break like when I was in school. It's good for that. However, it's kind of similar again to Bubble Forever, and in this case I prefer Bubble Forever more because I get way more of the sugary sweetness. The grapefruit is a little bit more pronounced for me, so it's a little bit more fun. So this is one of those cases where since I already have this one, I don't need Melody of the Sun, but I'm glad I got to try it out. I do like the scent, I just don't need it. It's just one of those things. And that again is Mancera's Melody of the Sun. And now we move into the Montale fragrances in the bunch. So interesting enough, I picked two that are not really talked about, and I said, okay, let's see what these are gonna give, because you know, that's how you discover gems when you look at those deep track fragrances that aren't necessarily hyped up, right? So the first one I have from Montale is Vanilla Cake. Yes, Vanilla Cake. I was like, okay, I'm just feeling real silly with this situation right here, but let's have some fun with it. So Vanilla Cake is supposed to be a gourmet fragrance. It's supposed to be milk, grilled almonds, warm caramel, vanilla from Madagascar. That's supposed to be fresh out of the oven, a delicious meringue type of situation. So I'm like, okay, let's see, is this going to give literal vanilla cake or is it going to give perfume vanilla cake? Because that's two different things. So y'all, with Vanilla Cake, I'm pleased to say this smells very literal. 90s vanilla cake is what this is for me. This smells like every piece of birthday cake I ate in the 90s going to friends, cousins, whatever birthday parties back in the day. But more importantly, to get even more specific though, because this is still, again, a manufactured vanilla. This isn't, of course, a actual vanilla cake that you got out of the oven for real. This reminds me of Bonnie Bell lip products. You all remember Bonnie Bell lip smackers? They actually had a birthday cake, lip balm, lip gloss. They had that. That's what this smells like. And I used to be a huge Bonnie Bell girl, lip smackers. You all, I was addicted to chapstick. Before my lipstick obsession, it was chapstick. So, okay, I've just always been a lip product girl. It just is what it is. But this is what that smells like. It smells like the Bonnie Bell lip smacker's birthday cake to me. So this is one of those fragrances that if I need a comfort fragrance, if I need to feel like a childhood, good vibes, good memories, then I would get Vanilla Cake. But other than that, I don't need this fragrance. It's a novelty. I mean, the name, I gotta admit, they delivered on it. It definitely gives me Vanilla Cake. Like, it smells like every Vanilla Cake scented product from back in the day, in particular, again, that lip product. So there's that. So Montale's Vanilla Cake, this is fun, but would I actually wear this scent? No, I would not. And the last fragrance that we have, you all, to talk about, this is Montale Paris, and this is Intense Cherry. So my rationale for this one was, I was like, okay, of course we know cherry has been a thing now going on like 5 years at this point. So I was kind of like, I feel like Montale ought to have a cherry fragrance, and they do. So I said, let me get this one and try it out. So Intense Cherry, y'all, let's get into the notes. It's supposed to be intense black cherry. We have bergamot, we have jasmine, we have rose petals, and then we also have woody vanilla, sandalwood, and musk in the base, right? That's what we're supposed to get from this scent. What I actually get from this fragrance though, y'all, this is like a clean and fresh cherry. So actually to the point that the cherry is in the background, it's not even at the front of the fragrance, which I'm like, how does that work out when the name literally is Intense Cherry and the cherry is not the star of the show? I get more of the floral notes and the musk up front, and then again, the cherry is in the back. So I say that to say, if you are a person that normally hates cherry, the scent of cherry, and you've been wanting a cherry fragrance, but you're like, I want something that's cherry, but it's not too cherry for me, this is the one to go with, you all. And this again is the Montale Intense Cherry. It's just like an easygoing scent. I mean, as a person that actually likes cherry, this is not enough cherry for me. I'm not here for it like that. But does the scent smell bad? No, it doesn't. This would be an easy reach cherry fragrance. This is Safe Cherry. This is one you could wear again to the office because it's not so loud. Again, it's more so floral and musk in my opinion. So more classic perfumery is what it's getting. So I will say it's a perfume take on cherry. It's not a juicy gourmand cherry in my opinion. So I'm like, okay. I see why this one isn't talked about a lot because again, the cherry isn't loud in this one. And it's like intense cherry, it should be intense. So this one is also a no for me. So, all right, everyone, that wraps up this review, this sampling series video on fragrances from Montale Paris as well as Mancera Paris. As y'all can see, I didn't feel like I needed any of them because A, they remind me of other scents or they weren't special enough. I felt like, oh wow, I need this yesterday. So none of them felt like that, but that is why we do these sampling series videos because this is how I can take my time, play with scents. I share with you all my thoughts on a scent and I'm like, okay, sometimes we love everything, sometimes we hate everything. Or sometimes it's like, I don't necessarily hate it, but I don't need it. And that was the vibe of this video. I don't hate it, but I don't need it. So let me know your thoughts on the video. Have you all smelled some of these fragrances? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you own them? Let me know your thoughts. Also, what are some other Montale fragrances as well as Mancera fragrances that you think I should try and sample here on the channel? Because I'm always looking to try new things and give my thoughts on new things in new videos for you all. So let me know in the comments and I will read them and respond when I can. All right then, I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.